This is Cherie Michelle at Point Blue Conservation Science. And today I'm going to demonstrate how to use the Biologist application to enter point count data using a protocol that employs distance bins. First, you log into the Biologist application and choose a project. I'm going to use the DumbBio project because it's what I use for testing. And I click on point count events. Next, I'm presented with a list of transects. I'm going to choose the first one. And now I'm on a page where I can either create a new visit or review and edit previously entered data at that transect. I'm going to choose this observational protocol, variable circular plot with 10-meter bands to 50 meters, then 75, 100, and over 100. I'm not going to enter any site conditions at this time. Here I am on the new visit data entry page. I enter the date. I'm going to put in today. Let's say that this is the first time this year that I've been at this point entering data. The data status is automatically set to raw, and here I set the observer, and the logged in user is me, and I'm going to enter the data for myself that I observed. I pick the point where I'm going to enter the data, and first I put in the start time. Let's say I started at 6, it automatically populates the end time. It knows it's a 5-minute point count protocol. Here we are at the actual observation data entry screen. And here's the protocol. Here are the valid detection cues for observing the species. I'm going to pick a point. I've only clicked on the number 1 point in the transect, so that's the only thing available right now. I'm going to say that it's 6:01. I'm going to say it's a black and white warbler, and again I can use the species lookup to help me identify the correct code. This protocol only has one time band because it's a 0 to 5 minute count. And now I put in my observation. So let's say I visually saw a black and white warbler between 20 and 30 meters away from me. I would put in 1V. Okay, let's say I also later saw or heard, say common yellowthroat. Let's say I heard a common yellowthroat between 75 and 100 meters away, and what I would do is say 1C. I heard it calling. When I'm done entering my data for that point, I go to the bottom and save it to the database. It's validating the event, making sure all the codes are correct. And here I am, having saved the data. At this point, it lets me review the data that I just entered. It says here's the project, here's the transect, here's the date. You'll notice a light blue line next to here. That means that I can double click on that entry and I can edit it. When you're done reviewing your data and you think it's fine, right now the status is raw. When you've reviewed it and you're happy with it, you can say proofing complete. and you will see it as a pre-existing or previously entered data here. May 2nd, first count of the year, 2 total, here's the protocol, and now the status is clean. Thank you. Next video will address using point count protocols with time bins.